So, the topic is penguins, and here's my book on penguins. And we're going to discuss the different types of penguins they are, and we're going to go over our KWL chart. So, does anybody know anything about penguins? You do? Okay, Daniel, what do you know about penguins? That they're black and white. Okay, so we're going to write that we know that penguins are black and white. Do we know anything else about penguins? They live in the water. Okay. What do you guys want to know about penguins? Michelle? You want to know where else do they live other than water? Okay. I'm just writing these down on our chart so that later on we could look back and see what you guys said you knew and then what you wanted to know, and then after we read our book, we're going to find out what we learned from it. So, do you think there's only one type of penguin, or do you think there's a lot of other penguins? You think there's multiple penguins? I think there's different types too. So let's take a look at our book. So this is called Hello Penguin, and it's a National Geographic for kids. Has some pictures inside. Let's get started. Oh look, so in the beginning it gives us a vocabulary tree, and it talks about the animals, penguins, there they go, where they live, what they do, and what they look like. So they all look different, it seems. Where they live, they could live on the ice, on the beach, or in the forest. So I guess we were right when we said they live in the water. And there's many different penguins. So there's emperor penguins, and this is what they look like. And when they're cold, they huddle to keep together. So we can write that down, that we learned that there's emperor penguins. And when they are cold, they huddle to keep warm. Now, let's see. So, there's different sizes. We didn't ask about that, but, you know, we want to know how big can they get? So, I just wrote that down. How big are they? Before I read that, I wanted to see if we can learn from that. So, it says some kinds of penguins are big and some are small. The emperor penguin is showing as to be a big penguin. And then the fairy penguin is showing to be a small penguin. There's more information in here that we can find about penguins. And they eat fish. So we learned that they eat fish. They're big and small. All right. So now let's take a look at our KWL chart. We could see what we knew in the beginning, what we wanted to know, and then what we learned from it. So again, we learned that they're emperor penguins, and when they are cold, they huddle to keep warm. All penguins eat fish, and they come in all different sizes, big and small.